segment is sponsored by Petland.
Welcome back to Fox 28 Morning Live. I'm Janae Reinald, Mitch Fick, and we have Ron and Susie here
let's
from
not forget about
Petland,
Susie.
Iowa City.
Nobody. Ron, great to see you. Always a pleasure. But
anyone who meets Susie could never forget about her. She's your personal dog.
Yes.
And she's a star.
She is a star. She has been a champ all morning long. We've been in the studio. She's been sit, stay, come. She goes and discovers a little bit over here and then comes back. And so she's been a lot of fun.
And we're talking about how to help your dog become like Susie, how to socialize. Hi, baby.
Yeah,
socialize
so
them.
Susie has a little bit of a troubled past in that we did get her as a puppy, about 1.5 pounds, but holy moly, was she a wild little thing, even at 1.5 pounds.
Really?
And so what we've been working with her from a puppy, and you can do this with an older dog as well, is work with her and say, hey, these are good patterns, habits, and all that kind of stuff. For instance, when she came into our house, she would knock the bowls over when she's eating. She was just so excited, kind of thing. So we had to work with her and calm her down a little bit, understand, this is happening now and all that. So the first thing that we did with Susie to show her what we, need her to do and all that kind of stuff is do the rollover. And we were practicing. You do
You want
that.
me to do? Oh, she'll do it with me. Okay. So that's when you lay her on her back.
Yep, lay her on her back, and then you put your hands right into her armpits.
There.
And
now
so
she's good.
right now you're seeing a little bit of tension in what she's doing, and she's going to slowly relax. In fact, you're going to see these little paws right here slowly go down. And she's like, hey, I'm on the air.
Yeah.
I cannot believe you're doing
guys,
this.
this is not a flattering shot of me.
And so when we started with her, I'm glad she's doing this because you're seeing.
She's wiggling.
Yes, this is normal behavior for a dog. The theory goes is that this little one wants to be in charge, and so I'm going to wiggle my way out of this, but you're going to stay in charge. So you do this, first the people that are in charge, so like the owner of the dog kind of a thing, will hold the dog this way, get them used to it, because we were just doing this, and you saw Susie like, all right, I know what we're doing.
She was fine with you. She was completely
Yeah, Ron,
still.
we get it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and so then you go do it with husband, wife, kids, and then you keep on going to people that come through the door. In fact, the stranger that comes through the door that does this dog will get used to those strangers coming in that door.
Oh, okay.
Your children's friends, all that kind of stuff. You will have a well-socialized dog to all the people. So that's the general way of socializing a little doggy to other people. And this behavior is purely normal. And I'm loving that Susie's giving you a little sassy.
She is being a little sassy. And your dog might be a lot more
Oh, a
rambunctious
lot
than
more.
she is.
Susie, oh my goodness, if we didn't practice this, Susie would be going crazy right now. And your dog might do that. And you can, if your dog is 5 years old or 10 years old, you can still do this kind of a thing.
So even if it's not a puppy, if you've had your dog for a long time, this is some good training now. And you also talk about getting them ready with socializing with other dogs.
Yes. So now with other dogs, you want to do slowly introduce them. So let's say Susie was aggressive towards other dogs.
Okay.
If you notice, they're not aggressive when they're, let's say, 50 feet away. They're normal. Everything is fine. But then as you get closer to 30 feet away, say your dog is gets growly, you bring them back when they're not growling, and you give them a treat when they're not growling. But when you move a little bit forward and they growl again, move back, stop the growling, give them a treat when they're stopped the growling, kind of a thing. So that's how you would socialize. That's one tip. There's a lot of different tips.
Okay.
If you have a dog that is a little crazy with other dogs, don't go to the dog parks. That's where you get out of control. And you got to step back and maybe go to a trainer at that point.
And these are the things you don't want to give up on. These are things you need to finish the training with to have your dog be as successful as they can in their life and in your life as well. So if you have any more questions, head to see Ron at Petland in Iowa City and say that you saw Susie too.
Yeah, Susie.
Well, sassy Susie.
A little sassy Susie there. We're going to be right back here on Fox 28 Morning Live in just a minute with a look at your wonderful forecast out there.